Folks, it is a little after quarter after 12 midnight. I've been looking at some things. This is very important, and I don't think they want you to see any of this. These are this. I put two short videos together, and it's only 6 minutes and 7 seconds. You would not believe the trouble that YouTube has given me, and I'll tell you how I know this. When I played the video, both videos, they played clear. I recorded them. They played clear. When I played them back, there's glitches. Okay, now I've done my best. I've recorded them more than once to try to get the best I could get them. This thing with King Charles doing the digital ID and the thing with Trump taking all these tech giants with him, there's something to this that you're not going to understand unless I'll just let these two people tell you about it. Because remember, Trump said, I'm going to drain the swamp, but he never did. Hillary was going to jail, but she never did. As a matter of fact, he gave her a standing ovation 2 weeks after he got in office the first time, right? And him and Barack Obama have had discussions where they're laughing and shaking hands and all kinds of stuff, right? But during the campaign against him, he was bashing him. See, they all know this. Hillary knew she wasn't going to be president. Okay? Biden was like Mr. Hillary. I mean, think about it. She was falling down. She was cackling, going nuts, saying stupid things. Well, then when Biden got in office, all of a sudden, he had no coherency. I'm not sure if it was an act, because he said before he got in office that he would just tell Barack Obama that, well, if he said something stupid, he would say, well, you know, I've got a condition or something. I forget now how exactly he put it. So that's why I really don't know. But then there were more than one. There's more than one of all of them. There's more than one Trump. There was more than one Barack Obama. There was more than one Biden. I think there were two other Bidens. I've even seen a video where they were taking a video of Xi Jinping and Zelensky walking up the stairs, and down behind them in the stairs was another Zelensky. This is all a game to them. They're laughing at us. They're laughing at us. I've warned you to prepare. And all you people that think you're just going to get floated right on out of here before the tribulation, it's already begun. Can't you see it? The tribulation is already here. Think about it. Pay attention. Look around. Because the first 3.5 years isn't supposed to be too bad. And actually, who says it's going to be exactly 7 years? And if it is, then so far we've went through 6 years and we got, what, 1 year left? I don't know. I can't say. That's why we don't know the day or the time or the hour or whatever. But I'm telling you, you have to pay attention to these things. You better get ready, because it's coming really fast. You know what I think? I think the 4th of July is the end of the United States. I think the Independence Day, the ironic thing, the most oxymoronous thing that could happen, on Independence Day, because I know I went to jail once on Independence Day. I know that sounds funny. This ain't going to be so funny. This isn't going to be so funny. And all Christians are going to be chased down and locked down and killed. Think about it. Pay attention, folks. 2 short videos, 6 minutes and 7 seconds long. That's it. Pay attention. I'm out.
Listen up. While everyone was watching Trump go to China the other day to see the president, the Senate replaced the Federal Reserve. Kevin Warsh has now been confirmed. Could have been any other day, but it was when Trump was in China. While every eye and camera was looking over there, this was happening. The Senate confirmed a new chairman for the most powerful financial institution in the world. That is not done by accident. He did it while nobody was looking. Now, Warsh was on the Fed board from 2006 to 2011. He watched the crash and the bailouts. He watched us go into debt and just walked away. So why has Trump brought him back? Literally looks like a controlled demolition. They want our financial system to collapse so they can bring in a new system. You know what they did the next day? They passed the Clarity Act. And here comes the stablecoins, where every financial transaction you make will be monitored. Everything this administration is doing is on purpose. They want complete control and monitoring for every citizen. And the Clarity Act is going to give them that control. So while everybody was looking over here, you just went into financial slavery over here. Welcome to America, the home of the slaves. If you think things are bad now, just wait until you can't buy that gun you want, or more meat than your allotment for the month, or the way things are looking, the water you want for the month. Because now water is on the stock market, and one day soon it's going to be a large commodity. This was not done on accident. This was fully planned. Every country right now looks to be doing the same thing because the beast system is coming. That's why Trump brought Elon Musk and Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, to China. Why else would you have the brain chip boy and the man who makes chips go with you? You have to be absolutely blind not to see what's happening.
Why would President Trump be taking all the tech giants, all the bank CEOs with him? All of these major CEO companies flew with President Trump to meet with Xi Jinping. So there are 2 major breaking stories today. If you're not caught up, I'm going to catch you up. First, let's start with international breaking news. In the United Kingdom, King Charles announced today that they are going to go full force with the digital ID infrastructure, which is going to take over the banking system along with your physical identity, your physical digital structure.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services.
Basically, Starmer made it clear at the beginning of this year, if you do not comply with this digital ID infrastructure that's going to be implemented, which was now validated by King Charles, that you are going to have a hard time getting socially verified. You understand? Socially verified, that if you do not verify yourself or comply with the system, you cannot participate in the society. Understand that part. President Trump did not travel to China alone. He took all the tech mongols, the tech giants, the big companies, the banking infrastructure CEOs, BlackRock, all the creatures, the swamp of the deep state, like the people that we were supposed to drain. He took those vultures, those creatures are now leached on to the president, flew with him to China to meet with Xi Jinping. The same day that King Charles announces that digital ID will be going live soon. What is the one thing that China has mastered in the past century? If you have been following the meetings in Davos, you are going to understand that Klaus Schwab himself said every single nation needs to look to China when it comes to digital surveillance and one governing system transition into the new world order.
We have now a window of opportunity to create this global reset which we all need. This global reset is necessary because we have seen that our policies which we pursued before the coronavirus struck us, that those policies do not create the necessary inclusion of society necessary for harmonious societal development. And they do not create the sustainability of what we are doing. Just think of the global warming technologies of the fourth industrial revolution. I'm thinking here of artificial intelligence, I'm thinking of the Internet of Things, of the new capabilities we have with genetic engineering. Those technologies have been very much advanced by the pandemic. We know that many of the world's problems can only be solved if we apply new technologies. And
like most globalists, Schwab regards Communist China as a shining model of how he intends to transform the world.
We now welcome His Excellency Xi Jinping. China has made significant economic and social achievements under your leadership.
Chinese influence on global affairs is growing. The founder of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, says that this is what motivated the group this year to invite President Xi Jinping to deliver the keynote address in Davos.
Schwab said Xi's presence was a sign of the shift from a unipolar world dominated by the United States to a more multipolar system in which rising powers like China will have a step up and play a bigger role.
Our president, who was supposed to drain the swamp, has taken the swamp with him to China to negotiate and broker deals on behalf of the American people. And these deals, I tell you, my friend, are going to involve the digital infrastructure surveillance system. You can take that to the bank.